Welcome to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. This is a channel where we discuss hot topics in our community. Our focus is to be a positive channel on YouTube and share our perspectives on fundamental issues. Make sure you tune in every week for new videos and join the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And now, here are your hosts, Brandon and Lewis.
Lewis, how you doing?
Sure, I'm doing excellent, man. Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Welcome everybody to the Men of the Metaverse podcast. I am Beach Dad. I don't know why I got that 2 on there. I think I was doing something, messing around with it, but I'm here with Lewis, right? I was messing with my cameras. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do one Beach Dad and do another one Beach Dad just to see my cameras, but more tech stuff that you don't necessarily. I like that shirt you got on. That's
man, hey, JC Penney special, man.
Right.
Black Friday. I got it last week.
Right. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to look good.
Yeah, 100% cotton is super soft.
Looks good on you. Like I say, I said I was gonna look into some jeans. I didn't look into any of that. As soon as we got off stream, I saw you text me, and I was like, I'm checking into it, and now we're here. Life be moving so fast. What you been up to though?
Just trying to make it. Physical therapy. Try to get my legs right. It's something. That's all I gotta say.
Right. And is this our first show this year? Because it is a new year. New year, new you. We trying to push more health stuff. Because like I said, we keep saying we're gonna do health topics, but I guess January is a great time to be trying to introduce some of those slides. So we'll be doing some more shows aimed towards a healthier living. Healthier lifestyle.
We do a lot of shows like that. People just don't watch them, Brandon.
That's true. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, we do say
the truth.
Right. So, but what are people interested in? I think people are interested in.
All right, the black community. Okay, the black community, the beautiful community is interested in bickering against male and females.
Mm-hmm.
The Hebrew community is interested in getting these contracts right so you can get all the money.
Okay.
The wonderful community, they started dive up in politics so they could be fighting each other on politics. The happy community, they could be interested get these borders back open up and start getting some reparations for the Hispanic folks in America.
Gotcha.
And what's a good A? The aspirational. What's the A? Amazing. The amazing people, they keeping their head low and getting all the money available.
Correct.
And that's backed up by facts.
You're right. Well, let's get to the beautiful community real quick. And I'm glad because I kind of forgot about this. I was going to ask you about it. Well, before you jump into that, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Because you did some of the shorts this week, and they did great numbers, but
11 views, Brandon.
Not that one. I'm not talking about that one. This one with these two in particular.
Well, click on it. No, I hope we don't get copyrighted. Click. Click on it.
Right. I'll click. You can't just be sitting back thinking he's going to worship you and just chase after you, and you can get with him whatever when you feel like it. You have to show the same love back to somebody that's showing it to you.
See, women don't know how to be women. They don't know how to see when women say it. Okay, I ain't being careful. When women say they need to get a man, they don't know how to get him. See, they think getting a man is like how a man gets a girl.
Yeah.
They forgot how women get man. All you gotta do be around them.
Yeah, but I think.
Bring them something to eat.
I think women think about trying to get a man as a woman, but they're not thinking about how we see things, So if a man sees a woman dressed a certain way and seems loose and talking to a lot of people, going out, not having a hold on their life, and their life is just all over the place, you think a man is gonna want to marry somebody like that because it's gonna bring more chaos in his life, or is he looking for somebody that's gonna be more stable? You can't be.
And that is correct. The way women present themselves is the way they get chosen.
Right.
So if you present yourself as a wife in the eyes of a man, not the eyes of a woman, in the eyes of a man, it's a good chance you'll get chosen.
Correct.
And you could get chosen by being overweight. You don't have to look, you could be a 4. You could be a 4 in the face.
Right.
Present yourself correctly, and a man will wife you up. No problem about it.
Right. And I think both of these videos we did, we had advice. We weren't criticizing women or doing anything. We're talking about men and women too. I think they were great videos, but you know, people see like that bold stuff, like they see black women, they see no rings, they see helpless.
That's
even
a
though
fact.
right. So, but do you think that stuff triggers people? I think when people see certain content or certain keywords, buzzwords, it triggers them. In a good way for us, of course, because it gives us more views. I said, dog, when you use certain stuff with certain people in our community, they tend to click on it. Like if we said something positive or just said, you know, hey, this is some good information that'll help you. No, but they're not gonna click on it.
It's a sad state, ain't it, Brandon?
It is.
And our second highest views came from helpless single black women. You see what I'm saying?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So it's just tough. But like I said, you couldn't refute anything we said in that video or say we were being hateful, because that's not what we were doing or the advice we were giving. You know, it's just a way to catch your eye, so you will click on it and you will listen to the message we have to say.
Yeah, but you know, people they don't want to listen to us, Brandon. Brandon don't have nothing to show for himself. He just been a married man for over a decade.
Right. I don't have any insight.
Yeah, you don't got nothing, you know.
Right.
Just an entrepreneur for 2 decades. Don't know anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And like I say, they'll stumble onto us. And like I say, you got your book. He's a published author. He's got some ways for you to make money. People like money, right?
Link below. All you gotta do is solve a problem.
All right. But like we say, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
And the problem in the black neighborhood, in the beautiful people area, the problem we solve is flip that burger. You know.
So what do you mean when you say that?
Trash. I ain't talking about in the back of a truck. That's a good job. Dump that trash. You see, when you solve problems like that, you get paid a little money.
You're right.
The happy community, they solving problems like, come fix my plumbing. My tub is stopped up.
Right. Correct.
Come put a new roof on.
Right.
You know, drop a new engine in here. And then at the bottom of the bottom, man, rotate these tires out, pass these tires, you know. And what we doing?
What you mean? What you mean?
What problems we solving? You need some eyelashes?
You need some foundations to make up.
Makeup. You need some cream.
You know, it's a difference. There's a difference.
How much money? See, if you want to do problem solving that nature, you're supposed to say, do you need some Botox? Because that takes a skill. You have to be a dermatologist to get it. You know, do you need a BBL? You know, that takes a skill. That's a surgeon.
So it's a difference between having a trade or a skill.
But that don't take too much skill, you know.
Right. Well, even when I say the charismatic people or the amazing people, they do nail care, right? That's kind of the same thing, and you do have to be a nail tech in a way, right? Or do you even have to
don't get it confused. They do nail care, and they design your phone from the inside out. So
that's true.
And if at that nail shop up here at the restaurant, but we can say a nail shop, when they had to redo the building to get it ready to sell stuff, all amazing people came in. When they had to put a new air conditioner, all amazing people came in and put the air conditioner in.
Yeah.
When they had to hire people at the beginning, all amazing people. Then they hire happy people.
Yeah.
And this is in a beautiful people neighborhood.
Right.
You see?
It'd be great if we get on the same page and do that kind of stuff. But like I say, do you see any, because it might be, do you see any Asian YouTubers like going back and forth about what men do, what women do? Do they do that kind of stuff?
All of the ones who want to be prostitutes. So you rarely see it, and they usually on a wonderful person channel. Because
Okay.
you know they so close to get not
Right.
close together.
Not really,
One
but
want to be right up under
there
the
you
other
go.
one.
There you go. There
You
you go.
know, like it's a symbol. Ooh, I got me a wonderful person to take back to China.
Right. I'm not gonna get into
If I'm lying, I'm flying, ain't it?
right,
If
right,
I'm lying, I'm flying.
right. But sticking to our community, and like I said, we do want to have some solutions to some of the issues because relationships are an important thing in our community. Would you agree with that?
It is very important.
Right. But we don't want to stay too long on these topics. Like I think people beat to death certain stuff. Like you want to find the right person. You don't want to just keep thinking about that for the next 17 years and weighing your options because you don't have forever to find a partner. I mean, you do, but you are only in your prime for a little bit. And when you're on the journey of trying to find your partner and you sleeping with other people and you going out, you having unprotected sex, then you mess around and have a baby on accident. Are you raising your value or lowering your value?
You lowering your value.
Right. So it's important. Oh, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead.
And had Charles Wright describe it, only thing beautiful people want to do is debate, fight each other.
Right.
And you can't get to no solutions when you always debating.
You're correct. So, like I said, we don't want to do too much, but we do want to introduce the topic of selecting the right partner and kind of go over some things you should be looking for. And this is coming from the Men of the Metaverse. So what are some of the things you should look for? You should prioritize a partner who aligns with your core values and life goals. I think that's a very important thing because if you're going to be you're trying to spend the rest of your life with this person and, join lives and join bank accounts and, join families with this person. So you got to make sure y'all are both going the same place, as far as your future is concerned. What you going to say?
What's some of those core values that you need to maybe focus at, Brandon?
Well, you need to be trying to ask about what kind of religious stuff you want to talk about, or, what political beliefs, or, I guess where do you see, yourself going? Because somebody may want to just, I don't know, they may like you, they may want to date you, but long term, they may not want to have a family with you. They may not want to get really serious. They may have different goals in mind. They may want to have a couple wives. You never know. So you need to talk about what kind of life goals you have in common with the person you're trying to date.
And let me get a tip for the ladies out here, because y'all get advice from women, and women don't know nothing about man.
Not that much.
Not that much.
Right.
Here's the thing with a man. It's hard to change a man. You can't change him. A man or even a person, only person who could change them is themselves.
Right.
Even
but let me
God
ask you this.
can't change them.
Right.
I don't care what you say.
Right. But can men pretend they change for you to try to please you? Do they do that sometimes?
That can happen for a little bit, but it's not everlasting.
Right. And it's going to switch right back when he sees you happy and you relax a little bit, you off his back a little bit. So that's when he goes back to being who he really is. Somebody's only going to change when they're ready to change.
Correct. So if you think you could go through life, I'll go motivate them. I'll go push this guy up here.
Right.
Maybe the guys say, okay, you can push me up, but I don't want to go higher than small first level management. I don't want to be VP.
Right.
But if you keep on pushing and try to get that man VP, what you think that man gonna do, Brandon?
He's not gonna get it.
He gonna buck back.
Yeah, one day he gonna do that too. But
and how the guys buck back, Brandon?
All kind of different ways. They
ain't some of them.
He may hit you.
Okay,
he may cheat on you. It's a lot of different ways he could do it.
Or may leave you.
Or may leave you. Right.
So Brandon just named a good thing. He may cheat. He may hit your butt. We don't recommend that.
Right.
Or we don't recommend cheating either. Unless you have to.
That's a joke.
or he may leave you. Now, typically guys can leave you and still be with you at the same time.
That's true.
So All right, what's your next sentence, Brandon?
Choose someone you can communicate with effectively. And I well not well, y'all just say effectively. That'll sum it up. Okay, so how do you feel about that?
Brandon, you already know every woman who come up there, I want a good communicator.
Uh-huh.
If every woman say they can't find a good communicator, is the problem with the man?
No, it's not. Because I guess men speak a certain language and women speak a certain language. And even men and women, everybody has different languages. Like I say, everybody has different love languages. But you have to figure out a way to communicate at some, at least more than 50%. Y'all can get past that part of it. Where if you tell them, hey, I'm gonna do this, or hey, I don't like you to do this, they can respect that.
Oh, the women don't talk like that. It's
Well,
Brandon,
ahead,
it's still in the blank, Brandon.
Okay. Like
I'm
what?
gonna react, but I ain't gonna tell you why I'm reacting to.
Right.
Until it's already said and done.
Right.
Then I go start a fuss off of that.
But that's part of communication. And you're never gonna be always in their good graces. You agree with that? Like you're gonna bump heads, you're gonna have conflict, but you still have to communicate. Whether you getting along or whether you not getting along.
Yeah, Brandon, it's sad, but you are correct. There's always could be something wrong with the guy.
What you mean?
It's all you said you ain't gonna never be in their good graces.
You're not always gonna be.
Yeah, but there's always gonna be something wrong with you. And that goes back to our first topic. You can't change him. You got to accept the way he is.
You do. And I think it goes both ways. Like, is there? Well, I ain't even gonna say that because that you just don't. I guess I don't know. Do you think men have a problem with some of the things that women do to the point where we'll try to force them to change? I'll tell you one thing. I try to force my wife to do. I try to force her into playing video games, and because me and my daughter play video games. I try like, come on, you can join in. I know you don't know how to play, but come on, join it. She said, no, I don't want to play. I don't like to play.
Now, brother, she ain't never had a Super Nintendo. How she gonna play?
She has though. She
had
a
Nintendo. She just looked at him.
She played old school Mario, and that's she's like, I'll play that. I'll play the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo, like, and you can play some of those games on the Switch. So she likes to play that, but the new game, she's like, nah, okay. I don't really want to play those.
Okay, you're right. PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn stop women from jumping over. So once technology made that leap, they don't want to do that. It was all up and down, left and right, A and B. That was it.
Right. So what I'll do is I may want her to join in, but like I know that's not what she want to do, so I'll leave it alone. Like you can't win every battle. I can't make her do everything that I want her to do, and you got to be okay with that if you want to be in a relationship. Because you can you control your partner? Can you make them do whatever you want to do?
No, it's not healthy to do it.
No, it's not healthy. You could do it, but it's not healthy. So
now you really can't do it, but it's not healthy.
What's something women try to make men do? I guess in the same kind of instance.
Change who you are.
Well, let me tell you something. My wife used to do. I'm not gonna say she used to make me go to church, but she'll go to church. She used to be an usher at a church she used to go to. So
when was this?
A long time ago. Yeah, well, for sure.
Y'all was dating?
Yeah. So
and she wore the white outfit.
Yep.
With the thing around her head.
No, she do all that.
She had one. she had the white thing like this.
She had the white gloves. But she didn't have the little hat. But she would be like, she do the first service and the second service, and she would be like, "You coming to church?" I'm like, "No, I ain't coming to church." And she'd be like, "Okay, you should come, but I'm not gonna force you to go to church." And I used to lay in the bed chilling, and she'd be at church, being an usher. And to the point where
why you don't want to go see your wife in the dress?
Well, like I said, we was dating. I was being lazy. He'd be up all night Saturday. Are you really looking forward to getting up and carrying the word? No. But
your wife is in the dress though.
Yeah, for sure. Working.
But she still don't women look good when they work?
They do. But what do I want? Sleep, or I'm gonna see her when she come back. So what I did was, like I say, at a certain point, I started feeling bad about me just laying around while she's at service, and I started going to church while she was working. Like I say, she would come and sit by me when she could, but she was still being an usher, working, serving the Lord, right?
So how did you do it? Did you go 50% of the time once you
I think first it started 25%, then it went to 50, then I started going, and then she ended up not, continuing to be an usher. I think that's when we moved or whatever, but that's just what happened. And like I say, I didn't want to do it. I knew it was good for me. I started doing it, and it actually benefited my life, and I got closer to God that way.
And did she force you to go?
No, she didn't force me to go. She never forced me to go.
You see, audience, a man, you can't force a man to do anything. Correct. Somehow, something went in Brendan's heart. Said, "I need to see my wife in a dress, dressed up with the hat on." And he got up, and he didn't have to dress well back then. He just had to tuck the shirt in, and that was it.
Right. That's what I was going to ask you. Do you go to church? We keep saying we're going to try to find a church down here, and since my daughter goes to a private school or whatever you want to say, they do have a church there. So I said we were going to start going to that church. But do you go to church?
I really don't go to church like I'm supposed to. When I do go to church, it's in South Carolina.
Right. And nowadays, stuff is on the internet. You can go to church through different portals. Like, you can go on the internet and watch it live on YouTube or whatever, or just get some clips from wherever. What you going to say?
It's not the same.
It's definitely not the same for sure.
I do that, but I still said I didn't go to church. I do what you just said I done.
Because it is a different feeling when you're actually in church versus watching it on TV. Like, you can feel the music, you can feel the energy of the church when you go to church. So I do enjoy going to church. I think it's important.
It's called fellowship.
Fellowship. Okay.
You can't fellowship watching YouTube with your socks off, with your shoes off, laying in the bed, scratching on yourself.
Correct.
You can't do it. Or making breakfast while you're listening through the ears.
Right. It's not the same. You can still get the message, but you can't get the overall feeling and the fellowship. The fellowship. You're right.
Yes. When two or more comes together, you can praise God. If it's only you with your socks off,
it's not the same.
Yeah, the Bible knew social media was coming up. That's why it says 2 or more get together. It knew about social media back then.
I got you. But let's jump back on topic. A healthy relationship requires mutual respect. Ensure your partner respects you and your opinions. Do you think that's important? Like I say,
a lot important.
Yeah, two people, you're not going to agree on everything, but at the end of the day, if you're going to try to make it work, I have to respect you. You have to respect me. We may not agree completely on everything, but you still have to show me the respect. You still have to, make me feel important, make me feel like what I think matters.
Yes, you could disrespect. You could disagree, respectfully disagree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but here's the thing. You got to pick one way to go. So right. you got to realize if you disrespectfully disagree, you can't always say F it all. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing.
You still got to move forward if that's what you plan to do with somebody. You can disagree, but
you can move forward on their way, or you can move forward your way. Now, if it's always your way, it's going to be some problems. Resentment's going to come up at one point in time.
Right. It's going to build up and it's going to boil over at some point.
Correct. Like I always make this saying about Nicole. If we got to get the point A to point B.
Okay.
If one way takes 10 minutes and the other way takes 7 minutes. If I choose to go the 10-minute way, why the hell you got to say something? Why you say I should have went this way? And we talk about 3 minutes here.
You're right. I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta let shit go, let it roll. Okay, let it roll. There's 1,000 ways to kill a skin a cat. Let a person feel good. I had to learn how to do that in my professional career.
Okay, how so?
You can't. People do not like to be micromanaged.
You're right.
Let people make decisions.
You're right.
Give them.
People don't like to have somebody over their back constantly, watching them, or just feel like there's somebody over them, ready to criticize them about everything.
Yeah. So give a little bit, give a little bit, take a little bit. You know, you got to go both ways.
sure.
This can't be all on one side. Like
Correct.
with my relationship with my father, everything was all on his side.
Mm-hmm.
And as you get older and need stuff, and you never change, that's very hard to deal with.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you could say my father's mentally incapacitated. He's dead. You know, he got dementia, right?
Right, you're right.
But he's still everything all on my side. You know what I'm saying? But it only makes sense. You
You're
know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, but like you say, it's hard to come back off of that if you've always been used to getting something all your way, or you're used to something a certain way.
So man, give a little bit, take a little bit, man. Nobody want no live around no dictator,
right,
or a micromanager.
Right. And if you're the man of the house, you should be the leader, but you should also be open to ideas, suggestions, and just all that kind of stuff. Because do women have great ideas about
yes.
Yeah. Or sometimes women better at certain things than men, follow through, plan, but it all depends. It all depends on your partner and how things are set up.
Yeah.
You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses.
As a good leader, you pick and choose which strategies you want to take.
Correct.
And it's a good thing to hear people opinions, listen to them, and take that into consideration.
Correct. And like I said, we've got a lot of good things we've touched on. And people, this is so far it's been a great live, and we're going to end this with it because of course you were looking for somebody that's nice looking. We already know that's what people are going to be looking for, but some of these core values are really important. You want to look for a partner that's committed to a shared long-term vision, not necessarily one person's vision, but a shared vision. So it's where both of you guys see yourselves going. So you have to look for somebody that it aligns, y'all vision aligns. You feel like you may want to have 2 kids, he may have 3. You come to some kind of conclusion in the middle somewhere and be like, okay, well maybe we'll do 2 and then see how that goes, and we'll be committed to that. And if you want more, I'm open to that too.
And man, be careful. I watch a lot of Kendra G. And man, be careful. A lot of requirements for women who be looking for a partner. They want a person to travel, go places.
That's so crazy though.
Go on nice dates. That's all spinning and lifestyle entertainment.
Yeah.
Your partner, that's a bonus. Yeah. That is the bonus, So if a woman's talking about, I want a travel companion so we can take trips, don't even mess with her, man.
But why not? But like I said, that's just, it seems like that's what everybody says nowadays. Like that's all
not
people
everybody.
Care about. Not everybody.
Not guys. Not guys don't say that. So
what do guys say?
I want somebody nice to build a family with, cooperative, nice shape, and we could build together.
Yeah, but maybe because we're men and we're biased, but usually when I see Kendra G and she has men on, the men seem to be making a lot more sense and are more sensible about what they're asking for. Would you agree with that?
Compared to women, yes.
Yeah.
Now, but they got a lot of fools on there too. So fool guys, but
that's what I'm saying. So what's some of the things, the outlandish stuff that you've heard guys say on there? Because I watch some. I don't watch a lot, but I haven't seen. I'm trying to think something off the top of my head that I've seen.
Okay, usually the outlandish things that guys say is with their actions. So they be looking for a wife, but could be effing but having sex with a lot of girls on the side.
Okay, I got
you. Know what I'm saying? So,
but I think they think that's normal though, and that's acceptable.
You can't find a wife if you banging everything out here.
That's a good point. But I think people don't know that.
We talked about this last year in March. Get you one girl, settle that. Get you one girl, bang the hell up out of her. Y'all go out. Don't be. I go get this one. I go get that one. I go get this one. Come on, man. Well, all these herpes coming out here.
Yeah. But like I say, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just throwing all their bait out, trying to catch whatever they can, entertaining everybody. And it's kind of like the Cheesecake Factory, man. They got so many items on there, and so many options, you can't even really focus on one. You can't really decide what you want, so you don't really know what you want. But if you go ahead.
Now watch your man, Brandon. You at the Cheesecake Factory. What you ordering right now?
What am I gonna order? Shepherd's pie.
Okay, I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. I'm gonna order me a sirloin. I'm on the cheap side. All right. Now, see, if you ask a young lady that, they're like, I don't know what to order.
Right,
I'm gonna get
right.
all this.
Right.
I want to get this. You see, it's a difference.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. That ain't come through. But that's a cold
no, that's
fact.
a good point. Yeah.
I already know.
Well, I think right. I think men know, but it's still hard for me, even when I sit down and look at. It's not hard, but I have to think. I'll be like, all right, I kind of know what I want. Let me look around. All right, I know what I want because I'm gonna stick with what I know because I've had some stuff. I know what I want.
I bet you know what animal you want before you go up in there. What animal I want to eat today?
Well, maybe we should. That should be the question you ask your female partner. What kind of animal do you want to eat tonight? And then you go from there.
I think they won't know. But I know that every time I walk into a restaurant, unless it's Italian, you know, Italian be different. What kind of pasta I want to eat tonight? But most places, do I feel like fish, seafood, chicken? Most likely ain't never gonna be chicken or steak.
I got you.
You know, so I know that time I walk up in the place.
Right.
Why go to Burger? Why go to Burger King? Okay, go ahead.
Go finish what you're gonna say.
Okay. Why go to Burger King? I don't need to be debating between the chicken, fish, and a burger. I know. I go get the
beef. That's a good point.
It's just what kind of beef I go get? 2 patties, 1 patty, small patty, or a big patty.
Right. And not to pick on women, but you know, I'll know what I want, but sometimes, you know, your partner be like, well, what you getting? And they ask you what you getting, you tell them what you getting, and then they still kind of try to figure out what they want. So
no, see, here's the thing. When they find out what you getting, then they go paste their order off
around
what you getting, but they gonna eat half of yours.
Yeah, right. They're gonna be tasting a little bit of it.
They're gonna be, hold on, he getting this, so let me try something I may not like. If I don't like it, I always can send it back or eat his.
Right.
You know.
And are you a send it back guy? Are you that
no.
kind?
They ain't been spitting my damn food. Shit.
Right. That's how I feel. When me and my wife was first started dating, she used to send some dishes back. I'd be like, oh, ain't no way I'll be sending a dish back to the kitchen complaining about it either. Because, you know, like I say, you don't know who's back there. They may feel a certain type of way, and then they might try to do something to your food. Yeah. Not saying they will, but it's just a possibility. I'd rather just deal with it and just, you know, I either won't come back or, you know, I've probably done it one time in my life just because I had to, but
man, if it's at Ruth Chris now, if you paying $70 for it,
right, correct.
And you said meal, like well done.
Right.
You know?
Then I'll send it back on or something like that. But
they'll make it $11 an hour. They go spend it yourself.
Right, and they might be behind in the kitchen, so you know you making them work harder, and they got to redo an order. So
they only be behind if they beautiful people. 2 days ago, Popeye's chicken, 40 minutes in line, 4 people there. I said, it must be some Afro-Americans working.
Right, some beautiful people. Right.
And I looked at there, Afro-American guys. Oh, this is what he was doing.
Right. They be on their phone, be doing all kind of stuff, everything but what they need to be doing.
I said, how much? I said, 40 minutes. They couldn't fry all the chicken in the world in 40 minutes, Brandon.
Right.
But we were way out. See, we wasn't near the house. We was out from the house. And we were like, we don't know, you know, let's go ahead and get here. 40 minutes in line.
I know they cooking steak in there. Right. That's what I'm saying. There's a chicken sandwich.
And the fries was cold and the chicken sandwich wasn't hot. Explain that.
Right. And they probably was out of size. Every time I go to Popeyes, they out of size. So
we only got fries with man back there. I seen them.
Right.
And but Nicole paid for it, so that's nice. So I was happy. I can wait. I'll pay for this. I ain't waiting for this long, but
right.
But
Louis, are you familiar with the guy on the screen?
Yes.
You did a video on him one time.
I did. I don't too much so like the guy, but I did.
Yeah, you did. I can't remember. I think something happened and
his
he was
mama.
talking about his mama. Yeah,
I gotta call my mama. My mama gotta come over here. Okay,
and she plays a big role in his life of what's going on today too. But this
that
is
explains it. That
Right.
explains what's going on with his life. Okay.
And I'm not gonna say I listen to DJ Academics to try to stay on top of some of the stuff that's going on. Like, you know, some of what he says is kind of funny sometimes, but I know what type of person he is, and like he has a whole movement. He's supposed to be hard on thoughts, but is
Hard
he?
on what?
Thoughts.
But
Hoes.
that's who he dates, ain't it?
Correct.
So
So
how
how
you
can
can be hard on something you like? Like I can be
Exact-
hard on beer if I like beer.
but you know, people like to put out a certain image that they live this way when really they're sweet, and you know they get taken advantage of by women. Because he broke? He's not broke. He
He got more money than me, I guarantee you that.
Right,
and
right.
probably you too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know, he says he's got, you know, millions of dollars in stocks and all this stuff. That's here nor there, but he's in the news because of some allegations and a couple girlfriends. You sent me a picture of one of the allegations that he told a story. He said he invited a girl over, he Ubered her to his house.
Mm-hmm.
He went to a party, he came home drunk. The girl ended up having sex with two of his friends.
Wait. So when the girl came over, he wasn't home?
Either he wasn't home or he got home and passed out and was because he was drunk from a party.
That sounds weird, Brennan.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever, well, hold on. Does it make sense to call a girl over and you leave?
No, it doesn't.
Especially if you're a marble board and you know how women feel. You know how women feelings be?
Correct.
All right, go ahead.
No, it doesn't make any sense. So what he said happened was he fell asleep. He woke up because he remembered. Well, I guess the girl tried to wake him up in the morning. And he was like, "Oh shoot, what? You came over? Oh, you still here?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm still here. You know, I was just hanging out with your friends or whatever." So like, we had fun. He was like, "You had fun? What you mean?" It's like, you know, we was having fun. Whatever.
Who said this? Who did
just the girl? The girl said that the girl that he Ubered over said they had fun.
Where are you getting these words from? From academics?
He said that. Yeah.
Okay, so this
like I said, I watched. This is his words.
His point of view.
Yeah, his point of view.
Okay.
So he said he asked the girl in the morning. He's like, "What you mean you had fun?" "Yeah, we just had fun. Da 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 da. You know, I'm getting ready to leave. You know, but we had fun. Me and your friends had fun. We were just playing around or whatever." So he was like, "Dang, that sounds kind of weird." So then what he said he did, he went out on his pool deck and was looking around. He's like, something don't seem right. And he said he has cameras in his house because he wants to make sure nothing happens, keep himself safe, I guess. So he said,
cameras really don't keep you safe.
No, they don't keep you safe. They can, but they just have documentation. Right. So he said he looked at the cameras and he saw two of his friends having sex with her on the pool deck. So he felt a way about it. Text her was saying like, you know, you say you just had fun, but I saw the cameras and you was fooling around with my friends. Like, you know, that's not cool. Like, you know, you didn't even use protection. Like you should go get tested. That's what he's told the girl. So now she's feeling a certain type of way. And she was like, well, because she tried to lie about it at first and say, no, I didn't do anything.
Hold on, friends, Brennan.
Good point.
Why, if you my friend, why tell the girl you with to get tested?
Right, correct.
And okay.
Are these friends? And like I say, it goes to who you have around yourself, men and women. Like, you know, you dealing with females because this female was his friend. He said they messed around in the past, but you know, he was on a break from this other girl that's in the news now. And so now he's telling this girl, you should get tested. You know, you didn't use protection. And she's like, well, I don't remember doing any all that kind of stuff. And maybe I should get an R-word kit. So now it's turned. Go ahead.
So what a kit gonna do?
Well,
a kit disprove some DNA,
something happened. Yeah.
Was in you.
Right.
But you don't need a kit. Did she say something?
But she wanted to get the tape. She said, send me the tape or tell me what's going to happen. He was like, I don't want to watch it again and go through it. So he refused to send her the video then she got law enforcement involved, and then they ended up kicking in his door, trying to seize all his tapes so they can go through the footage.
So what did she tell the law enforcement?
That she might have been sexually assaulted.
Oh, okay. So okay.
And then, like I say, nobody really knew about it. It happened in the past, but he talked about it recently because the girl he was dating after, the girl he's dating, recently he broke up with her. She was threatening to expose this situation, so he decided to come on stream and talk about it.
And then the young woman who came. So why did the girl come over there in the Uber in the first place?
To see him. But, and like I said, I think they said they had the relationship where she might have been like coming over to spend a couple days with him. So she wasn't just coming over to see him for like one night. She was planning to stay a couple days, but he said he woke up in the morning. He was like, well, my mom's going to be here. So it's probably not even a good idea for you to stay here. And he ended up kicking her out. Cause like I said, he woke up, he saw the tape. He kind of was making her feel a certain type of way, made her leave, and then was telling her all the stuff that she did.
Now given can BJ's be, unless you mystical, can BJ's be considered as R word?
I don't think so, but
if like I guess if you had no hands on it, she had your hands on it.
Yeah, probably so. But like I said, it's very important. But she could be like, well, I was intoxicated. Maybe somebody put something in my drink. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't remember doing any of that stuff. And
she said academics. She saw academics on top of her too.
Yeah, and that's when the story started to change. So now she's saying that, well, maybe you woke up on top of me. So.
No, she said maybe. She said you did.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So now it's switched to that. So he's been intoxicated. She's intoxicated. Nobody really knows what's going on. That's why it's important not to have certain people around you.
You know, my theory is, Brandon.
What
year did this happen?
This may have happened last year. This
2022. The statute of limitation.
Well, 2 years ago now, because it's New Year.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The statute of limitation for like assault in New Jersey is 6 years, but for like damages is 2 years.
All right.
Now, based on my conversation with lawyers over the past several years, lawyers used to like at least a year for injury cases, and if it's a high profile injury cases, they may take it up in 6 months.
Right.
Now I seen a text. This happened in July 2022. If statute of limitations 2 years, Brandon, if you 6 months from here, what month will it be?
6 months would be like what? July, June, July.
And there it may be. It may be. She waited too long. Now she got to get that money out.
Right. And do you think? Well, I'm not gonna say in this case, but sometimes people feel embarrassed because their, information is out, their story is out. He was saying she was cool about it because this case has already been handled pretty much. Like the cops seized the tapes, they must have watched the tapes. He was saying they wanted to get him, even though his friends were the ones who had sex with her. The cops still wanted to get him because they know it's his house. He's the bigger name. They want to make the big bust with him doing something. But clearly nothing happened, even though now she's trying to start it back up again, saying something else. You can change your story. And like I say, he's got something else going on with the new girlfriend. But let's go down some of the girls that he's had in his life. So
damn, I know you're gonna break it up like this. Hold on, let me see this.
But you told me to get us a little slideshow together. So I figured
these ladies come up in here. Okay.
Right. So the first girl is Cheyenne. She go by Shy Glizzy. This is the girl who's in the news now that he
man want to have sex with a grizzly?
With a glizzy. What's glizzy? It's glizzy.
Glizzy. That's I did a post on that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, guy, we need to quit using the word grizzly. Every time I hear that's a slang word for a hot dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Every time I hear that, I just think a gay man eating hot dogs. Man, give me one of them glizzies. Let me suck one of those down.
Right. And it was a rap group. I think it was a rapper named Shy Glizzy, and maybe she got her name for that. But anyway, from her dating Academic, I think they were probably dating for about 2 years. She sent pictures of his private parts to people that he's in the media, She stole 500K, which he talked about on his stream. He said he kept $1 million in his house, and I guess right, because like I said, he said he gambles, he likes to keep cash. Well, go ahead. And
Read that
interject real
last
quick.
one, Brandon. I may be.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, yeah, she did this too. But okay, we'll come back to the 5K thing. But she damaged his property at his home, and she tried to lie and say he was talking to a trans person.
Is she trans?
No, she's not trans.
All right. Here's the thing with this young lady right here. What guys got to know? First of all, her eyelashes too big. All right. When you got big eyelashes, that means you be doing things. You'll do things for $200, $300. You know. Second, her lips is too plump. They look kind of like they fake.
Right.
And third, she's trying to look like one of those exotic women, but obviously she's black. So why?
But that's the look.
Why are you fronting, baby?
That's the look people go for. And Timothy said, just to try to jump in with what Timothy was saying, black women don't get no money from the Me Too stuff. You got to either be white or biracial to get the bag. If Cassie looked like Tasha K, Diddy wouldn't have settled. I agree with that too. It's harder for beautiful women, especially a dark-skinned woman, to push that kind of stuff and get a bag. I agree with that.
Now, let me push back on Mr. Tim
Go
Taylor.
ahead.
Yes, you are correct. If a black woman went to a white male, but we talking about black on black here. So she gonna get it. And the goal is not to win the case.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to settle the case out of court.
Right.
So that's the goal.
And I saw that. I remember we saw talking about, was it Reese's? That they've been talking about that more and more in the media. That Reese's case where that lady was trying to sue because Reese's didn't have that pumpkin Reese's in the package like she want. How is that even something that's making the rounds in the news? Like I didn't hear about it until you brought it up, and now, like I said, I'm hearing about it more and more.
The goal is to settle. She ain't gonna get $5 million for spending $5 on a bag of candy. She's trying to get $200,000. Her lawyer will get 40% of it. That's all.
Right.
Her lawyer will get 80,000. She get the rest.
Right. And one of the first women that AK Academics was talking to, I don't think he ever really dated her, but like I said, he said he had sex with her. It's Selena Powell. She's had sex with a lot of rappers. She had that scandal with Offset saying that she was pregnant by him. I don't know if you know about that, but she's been in the industry having sex with a lot of people. She's called him the N-word with the hard ER. She's leaked a video of him. I think it was a sex video. She leaked that. She had his house swatted, where I think she was saying, making up something like she's been kidnapped or held against her will or something like that. This is allegedly, because I can't remember what they said exactly, but had FBI come kick his door down and, have guns pointed in his face, all that kind of stuff, just because some of the stuff she lied on him about. And like I say, she lied on him in the media, just saying different things. She's gone on Tasha K recently talking about him. So it's just another female. Now when you look at her, does she look like she's had work done? Does this look? Okay.
Yeah, she's a white lady trying to look exotic in a black man's eyes. She's trying to look Hispanic or Middle Eastern.
Right. And the last woman, I think this is one of his first public girlfriends. Her name is
Angelica,
something like
Angelica?
That. Angelica, that's what it is. Yeah.
Rugrat. I can see it.
But I remember she damaged some of his monitors. This is early on when he was streaming, and they'd be fighting, going back and forth, and made up lies on him in the media. And these are some of the women that he has dealt with in his life. And he's given them money and bought them stuff. I think the Shy Glizzy girl, he took her to a Dave Chappelle show, and I think she was arguing with him at the Dave Chappelle show or something. That made the news. But now, are these the type? Go ahead. What you want to say,
Brandon? Just by looking at these pictures, all these women are pay to play.
Correct.
So Academics must have a problem to find him a regular girl to do freaky stuff.
But I think that's the problem. I think sometimes the guys, because he says he's the prize, and he feels like, I guess he deserves one of these girls, and he can change them because they really love him, right? all of these girls really love who he is, or is it just they want his money?
Well, put Mr. Taylor on there.
Go ahead.
This is what academics needs to do. He need to move out of New Jersey,
Mhm.
come down to Georgia, get him a $400,000 house.
Okay.
Go to Walmart with money in your pocket right here. Get one of the girls out of Walmart, and they'll
Mhm.
treat him better than these fake women will treat him.
Correct. Do you think that woman that you're talking about, is she gonna look like some of these women?
No, she ain't gonna look like it. Now she ain't gonna do all the crazy stuff some of these women do,
Mhm.
but you may find one to do it.
I'm glad
Or-
you said that. Go ahead.
Or you could get a regular, wonderful girl who look like a wonderful girl. Y'all go camping, y'all go skiing, do all what you do with one, and that she'll do the stuff.
Right.
But you got to
So-
be careful. You end up running like Jonathan Evangelists.
Right. So I'm glad you said that. So what kind of girl do you, if you had to pick somebody for him, what kind would it be?
Brandon, you already know gonna be number one.
Okay, but
Come on.
that's my point. But for some reason, guys with money or athletes, they don't want that type of girl. They want the girl with the fake lips. They want the girl with the BBL, the eyebrows heavily done, all that stuff. They want that.
Now let's get into it. Number two, she got Botox in the lips, and she got all the tattoos, and
Right.
her eye, she got a lazy eye. You know, so something's going on.
Right.
Now number three, now you may get with number three, but she'll bust your windows out though. So
Right.
you got to be.
And number
be
three
cool.
is the one that he's dating. That's Cheyenne. That's her. That's number three. The first girl, Cheyenne Glizzy.
Hold on, go back to
Same
the other
girl.
one.
Right. Same girl.
See, that's how she need to look like that all the time.
Right.
You know, see, number three should be all right.
But
She just-
doesn't this look regular? That does look a more regular look. It's more, it's makeup, but it's not as heavily done as this one is. It just doesn't. I mean, like I said, we can't tell women they can't do this kind of stuff to their face, but
I get me. This is why I do. Go to the other page. If I have his money, I give me number one for the house, number three for the road. That's
And
what I
about,
do.
What about number two? Number two,
Nah,
not at all.
hell no. Nah, that lazy eye got that. What's it called? What's that little movie you used to watch? Where they got a hunt for the gold. It was Under the City. Goonies. She looked like the Boston Goonies a little bit with the eyes.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about now. That's funny.
Okay. Now she ain't ugly though, but
Right.
nah. She probably moved that makeup. She probably looked better.
Right. But like I say, when women are dressed like this or look like this, when they're Instagram models or when they're socialites or whatever, they're looking for somebody with a bag so they can kind of latch onto you and climb and look for somebody else that's got more money than you do to jump onto them. And that's just what certain people do.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Go ahead.
All the athletes, they pass around the same women.
For sure.
You can look at Deion Sanders' ex-girlfriend. She got passed around by top guys.
Right.
And she go find another top guy.
Right. And that's just what they do for some reason. I say pick number one because I don't think number one is trying to do it. Like some girls really do, like you said in one of your videos, not too many people are gonna love you. You may find what we said 3 or 4 people that really love you. And I think it's harder to find love when you're making a ton of money and everybody's throwing themselves at you.
Now, Tim, no, he can't date Just Hilarious, man.
Why
know,
you say that?
Just Hilarious is masculine.
Okay,
DJ
but some people
is feminine. How they gonna get along?
and Cynthia G. I saw you read something. I wasn't sure what you was
how they gonna
Yvette
get along?
Carnell. Shout out to Yvette Carnell and what's the other dude? I watch him. I can't think of his name. You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
Yvette Carnell, because they do the ADOS. I can't think of his name. Shoot, I watch them on Tone Talks. That's what it is. Shout out to Tone Talks because I watch some of the stuff. They do a lot of good stuff. But Yvette Carnell is on with Tone Talks too, and they do the ADOS. Yeah, Tone. Yeah. So shout out to them, but no.
Yeah, when I get off here, I
Timothy
watch
the
geeky
Clown.
stuff like soil and compost and stuff, scientific stuff.
Correct. But what we're trying to get at is you need to find somebody that's for you and that is similar to you. And maybe these people are similar to Ag. Maybe they're not genuine. They like he may be using them and they may be using him. We never know what kind of I forgot I got this on the next slide, but for the women, when
who you got this? Okay,
listen, because we got to do. I said we was gonna do men and women.
Okay, who you picking for? Your daughter?
There you go. If we were picking somebody for my daughter, because there are multiple types of men out here too. So number three, right? Number 3, and number 2 is a real thing too. And we were gonna do a topic on that because some men are feminine and they're masculine too, and you see them how you got them cheekbones contoured and all that stuff. And then we got number 1. What kind of person do you think number 1 is?
Written. That's what you're doing right now.
Written.
That's what he doing. Okay. He's a 20th generation renter. That's what he is. I already know what that is.
Okay.
And that scarf you got for the Chinese store. I know what it is. Throwing up gang. What kind of man 30 years old throw up gang signs?
Right.
Come on. Hey, come on, man.
Right.
You know.
So women, we're not telling you can't date either any one of these, because like I say, it may be your fit, but if I was telling my daughter to date somebody, I would tell her 3, because he looks like a nice man. He may be headed in the right direction. I don't think 1 is headed in the right direction. And if she brought home 2, I'd have some questions. What Timothy say?
Tim, I don't know that's true or not, because all those women, they are highly modified. So they did not look like they're in high school. The pretty women don't have to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's the women who kind of look kind of normal, but I want to enhance myself. So
too
those
much.
Women,
you want to enhance yourself too much, overly enhance themselves.
Yeah, the pretty women don't do that unless you Little Kim. Little Kim,
and
was
fine. She was fine.
And then effed herself up.
Right. Right. So in conclusion, pick the person that that fits who you really are, not who you're trying to be online. And back to Offset and Cardi B, they might actually work out, right? Because like you said in another video, she's a stripper. He's was in the streets. He's a pookie. Yeah, right. So they broke up, but what happened? They got back together.
Who said they broke up?
Well, she said they were, she aired them out. She called them all these names, but she never really said I'm about to leave them, right? Because they are married, right?
Well, you can't break up if you're married.
Right.
You can't be separated if you're married.
You're right.
I mean, you just live over there. I live over here.
Right. And at the end of the day, I'm not saying but the media was obsessed with them and what they're going to do. And she's going to move on. She deserved better. But at the end of the day, she was there Christmas, listen to that Mexican music with her family, opening gifts with Offset. So.
And they could have been on a beach together not too long ago.
Right. And she telling you she don't cook, she don't clean, but Offset put a video out of she was cooking, she was cleaning. And hey, they seem like they happy for the most part. They may have their ups and downs, but they may still stay together, because if she gonna leave him, who is she gonna leave him to be with?
She can't be with nobody. This is the last person she could be with forever.
And why is that? Because I agree, but why is that?
Because she's married to Offset. Who want to go behind Offset? Yeah, you dating Offset old wife.
Correct.
And
does he have kids with him? Is Offset gonna be out the picture? No, he's gonna be right there.
No, he gonna be right there forever.
Forever.
Yeah. So once you marry a high value man like that, sometimes
and have kids with him.
Yeah, sometimes you can't come back unless you're a good quality wife, which I think she's probably not. Well, I don't know. No, she's not, because how she call him an F boy. Your album sucked. You know, and
said all that stuff.
That was last week.
Right,
you know,
that was last week.
They're doing Christmas time, the holiday season. So
correct.
It is what it is.
But that's all I got.
Damn, Brent, I don't know. I got enough energy to do my stuff.
If you don't want to, like I said, we had an hour. We did a really good show.
You think you want to knock it out? How about I do it? I could do it in 12 minutes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Brandon.
That's funny.
Is your man bisexual? Here's a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only.
That's smart.
Based on uncontrolled theory, based only on black adult males. Excludes booty warriors. And the probability based on my statistics is between 50 and 80% accurate.
Okay.
Now, Brandon. Shit. Hold on. Now, Brandon.
Before you do that, I'm gonna read what Timothy says. Stevie J and Chris Rock would date Cardi B if she became single. And I was gonna ask you, did you see Amber Rose was spotted with Chris Rock? They was talking about they may be a
Brandon,
thing.
you gonna mess up this whole clip?
No, I'm just going there. I'm trying to stall so you can get your stuff together.
No, I got it. I'm back on it.
All right, go ahead.
Brandon gonna mess up all I could be editing 1,000 minutes.
Go ahead.
All right. You may ask yourself, what's a booty warrior? A booty warrior is Terry Crews in Friday After Next. Brandon, who's Terry Crews in Friday After Next?
Damien, Triple OG.
So what is that? Describe a booty warrior.
Somebody that done some time. You know, he did too much time and he kind of like young men. Like he liked to try to break them.
All right, I'm gonna break this down just a little more. A booty warrior.
Remember, we on Facebook, like you
yes.
say. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
A booty warrior is highly masculine.
Okay.
He's usually can be tall, strong, and demands a room when he walks up in there.
Okay.
A lot of ladies find him very attractive. So some of his characteristics may not be like the characteristics I describe here.
Okay.
So none of this theory applies to a booty warrior. All right.
Gotcha.
And these are the kind, the booty warriors are the most dangerous kinds. Like I explained before, tall, masculine, macho, but go both ways and ain't go tell the woman they dating to go both ways. All right, let's describe what is bisexual. Brandon, can you read that?
Sexually or romantically attracted to both men and women.
All right. To be sexually attracted to a person, that means you want to have a real intimate relationship. That means fellatio is sex. Ladies, a lot of black guys will say, I could get fellatio from a man, and that's not bisexual or gay. That is a lie.
Right.
Black man, if another man is on you or you are in another man, you are bisexual. Black man, I do have a problem with us not coming up to the table when you be dealing with another man and don't call yourself bisexual or gay.
Okay.
A lot of black women do not want a bisexual man. And romantically involved. Brandon, what's the word romantically means?
How would I describe romantically? You're just, is that more like an courting, like you dating and that kind of stuff? If
I took Brandon out on a date, all right, I will never do that in my life. But if I took Brandon out on a date, I am mentally involved with Brandon, and I could be labeled as bisexual. Gotcha. So you don't have to have sex with a person. You can want to take it to the be I could take you on a date. We gonna do this. If me and Brandon going somewhere, it's gonna be guns, beer or
Beer.
sports involved, or
Right.
massive sports. You know, it's
Right.
not gonna be flowers on the table by candlelight. Never. All right. Now let's get a little scientific before we get in there. Bisexual. This is per Wikipedia, determined by a complex interplay of biology and environmental factors, and is shaped at an early age. Science do not believe sexual orientation is a choice. Brandon, for me, for the most part, I do not believe sexual orientation is a choice.
Correct.
It's
I believe
usually
that too.
evolved by biology or your environment.
Right.
Now, I don't want to go too off topic. They trying to change our environment to allow this type of behavior to be more acceptable.
Correct.
See, that's environment. You see what I'm saying? All right, Brandon, we go watch this video. I recorded this video maybe 6-7 months ago, but I never did it.
Okay.
Brandon, I'm just watch the video. I want to see, do you see the same things I point out?
Okay.
And my probability is between 60 and 80%.
Okay.
We heard about that Steve Harvey, Puff Daddy, and Jesse Weinstein all went off Cat Williams. And you got to remember, Cat Williams is Friday After Next. The Booty Water described him as a wet fish. So that may be a characteristic Booty Water is like.
Right.
Can you hear?
Yeah, turn up a little bit. Can you turn up?
Okay, wait, hold on, Brad. I'll go reshare it because I don't know why I hit the share audio button. So, okay, I'm back on it. Don't click me off, Brad.
I'm not.
All right, you ready? I got a new computer. You acting like I still got my old computer.
I didn't say that with you because you said you were married and you had a child. So my assumption was women. But you are bisexual. You kind of want the ass over that.
Yeah.
Have you always been bisexual? When you was married, were you bisexual then?
No, I really don't like open up about kind of like how my marriage was, but no, not really. It's just something like I said at the moment right now, open to both. So,
Your hair. What kind of therapist are you?
Psychotherapist. So I do IPV, intimate partner violence, work with youth in school, public school systems, and again, I'm in school for divinity.
I might have messed it up because we have a lag. So let's try this. We got to follow a 7-second rule, Neil. So I'm going to ask you a question in your mind. Count 7 seconds before you respond to the question. Let me set you up right first. This is Neil Riley, 33, a psychotherapist, also school for seminary. Do you have any kids? If so, how many? Wait 7 seconds.
No kids.
Brandon, if you ain't laughing, is you?
7
I'm
seconds.
laughing. No, I'm not laughing at what he said. I'm laughing at his body language.
Libra. I'm not into this thing, but Libra.
I'm looking for a woman that I would say is not compromising, but a woman that's open to an individual that has been exposed to a different type of lifestyle, I would say. So I would say look, just to be transparent, my sister's a Taurus, Kendra. I know y'all roll, so I already know how transparent y'all motherfuckers are. So, saying all that to say, I'm just looking for a woman who would be open to dealing with individual who has been with men.
So let me ask you this. I said woman, but is that not your preference? So you want to find a man instead?
I'm different. So my thing is, I'm still in the lines of, I feel like the reason why I have been in this particular lifestyle, I have dabbed with men, I have been with men before, but I truly don't believe this was a lifestyle that I have chosen.
You got glasses.
Well, just left out about you.
Now I think this guy's gay, so he don't count as bisexual. But
St. Louis.
St. Louis in the building. How old are you?
25.
20, 25? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. What you do
No,
for a living?
Facebook content creator.
You're a Facebook content creator? Do you are you in an Uber? You're in an Uber?
No, I ain't in no Uber.
Am I your friend
Yeah.
driving?
Yeah.
Are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
Okay. What's your zodiac sign? Baby, the phone got me in your face. There's a lot going on.
Oh, thank you. What's up, Kendra?
What you got going on right here? See,
I'm at the gym.
Left the gym?
Yeah.
Y'all working out on a Saturday night? Okay, y'all focused.
I'm
Look at
sorry.
this disco here. Dance,
Did you saw that?
Right.
You funny as shit.
Let me see that song. What's the
My name is Darius, but I go by Doobie.
Luke? Where you calling from, Darius?
North
Why
Carolina.
you with the gym on a Saturday night?
Because, like, I'm trying to stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just recently got back into the gym. I'm trying to stay consistent because I gotta lose my gut. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my summer body. My summer body is delayed. You feel me?
Yeah. So, you like vagina?
Nah, I like niggas. I like guys. Men.
Man, okay. I just want to get there right away before we.
Okay, see, she could tell. Now, Brandon, we ain't gonna keep this too long, but Brandon, this is one reason, one sign. If you could tell your man is bisexual, excess lip licking.
Right.
Now, when the guy's talking, if the guy's
Well, let me ask you this. The L Cool J used to do it. I do it somewhat, but it's mainly because I had my Invisalign in and it had my mouth all messed up. But the L Cool J, did he originate the lip licking?
No, Brandon,
okay,
no,
go ahead. But
stop.
break it down.
Brandon, I haven't seen you haven't set off a red flag on my side, and I've been talking to you for 2 years straight.
Correct.
But it's the excess lip licking. If you
And
watch
smiling
closely,
and doing, you're right.
it's a lot of action right here. You know?
So is that like how they? I don't know. I don't want to say call them. Is that like this the red? I ain't gonna say red flag. Is that's like the secret code? Like, is that because if I'm talking to a guy, he's doing that. I'm thinking.
What you doing? Now
standing
you
single,
doing your side, Brandon. Let me see how it look.
doing all this when we talking. I'm gonna think he's sending me a signal to try to see if that's. I'm not with that. So,
But they was talking to a woman. So are
Right.
they seeing in Kendra G signals?
mm-mm.
No, I think this is what is a biology thing. So
They can't help it.
they can't help it. Something in there, they gotta be licking them
Right.
lips too much or playing with the tongue.
Right.
So
Right.
this one thing,
I agree with that.
do not say your man is bisexual. But
It's a
as a
red
person
flag.
who talked to majority of men in my worked around mostly man, usually if a person look at their lips like this, they usually a little on the alternative lifestyle.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right, but did you notice that, Brandon?
Yeah, for sure. And the way they move and they can't sit still. Like men usually don't be doing all that when they're talking. Well, I should say men.
These
straight,
are men. These are men.
straight heterosexual men don't usually be sitting up be moving around. We don't have no podcast like that. Like we're moving like that. Like so, that's just a telltale sign.
You are correct. The next one. Now, this is something I picked up this probably in the middle school, and I've been about right. If the person got full and long eyelashes, so if a man eyelashes is very long, you better watch out. And if a man got the cat eyes, Brandon, what's the cat eyes?
Don't know. Well, look like a cat.
No, the
Or
cat
doing a
eyes.
stare, like doing.
The cat
What?
eyes are, if they was on a woman, it'll be beautiful. She'll be, oh, look at them eyes that girl got. But sometimes genetics put those same eyes on a man.
Correct.
And then I said, he got them damn. Well, hold on,
I get what
he-
you're saying, but
he got the eyes don't supposed to be on no man. He got the beautiful girl
right.
eyes.
right, and
With
I
the
get what you're
cats.
saying, and trying to show them off to everybody. Like,
Well, how
not-
you show him off, Brandon?
I just doing all.
No, Brandon. Okay, Brandon is joking too much, guys.
No,
No,
but
that's
was
flip
those
forward,
guys
Brandon.
not doing? Was those guys not doing that in the video? They was doing that
They okay, yes, they
and
was
locking
doing
their
it.
jaws up.
Yeah.
Doing all that. And Timothy
also-
said a black man is a choir director. If a black man is a choir director,
It could be one. If you look him in his eyes, if his eyelashes long and his lick his lips a lot, those are two sides. There's a 50% chance, 50 to 80% chance that guy is bisexual. And also now, Brandon, don't put this on me now. They had dick eyebrows too. Now, don't put this on me. So
right.
long
And like
eyelashes.
I say, it's not 100%, accurate, the stuff we talking about. But like you say, what do you say, 60 to 80%?
50 to 80.
Mhm.
I'm usually more right than I'm usually always right, Brandon, when it comes to this. So if you're licking your lips, if I get a peek of your eyebrows, you can't see, Brandon. If you can't see, look how Brandon, you can see his eyelashes from here.
They look a little long.
You can see the eyelashes from here, and they got their eyes are look too good to be on a man. I'm telling you, check the guy. He may be bisexual.
Can you do that? Can you check it? Can you ask that kind of stuff? But when you was talking, when you was talking about, go ahead.
Have you ever had sex with a guy, or ever guy ever set you off? If the man don't say no, if he better say no,
Right.
and that'll be it.
Right.
If he say if he put that little pause, he got him. Because that's a simple question. Watch
Right.
this. Brady, you ever had sex with a guy?
No.
Oh, you see how it spurred me quick? It's
Right.
with that.
But when you was breaking down, but when you was breaking down a booty warrior, and you talking about Damien, who's another guy who just came out in the media, Dwight Howard, right? Big strong guy.
No, he ain't came out. He's
Okay,
on the
he
cover.
didn't-
He's
supposed to
undercover,
be. He's supposed to be undercover, right?
but he's a booty warrior, big, strong, tall guy. And what they damn, I knew a new word I did not want to know. Power bottoms. He ain't no
Hell
power
yeah.
bottom. He ain't no power bottom. He's one of the tops. Aggressive. Just like the movie. Close the man in the door, ripped off the phone books, and be aggressive.
To my Damien.
Yeah. So these little things it may check if your guy maybe
Didn't they said if a man look at another man from head to toe and start taking deep breaths.
I ain't never had that happen to me. Thank God.
Right.
But see, that may be more on the gay side.
Mm.
I don't
I like it.
have no problems with gay man. I don't have no problems with bisexual man. The only problem I may have, or this concern I have with bisexual man, where they don't tell the women who they
Correct.
are involved with.
Right. Because back to what we were saying, it's important to know who your partner is. And, that's if they're messing with men and women, I think that's an important thing you need to know, right?
Yes. And this goes to man too. Is your girl bisexual?
Mhm.
Brandon, I think you won't never have a vagina, will you, Brandon?
No.
So if your woman who's bisexual got a taste for vagina, how
Right.
you go fulfill that?
But you know what? That's an interesting topic. Like, I think a lot of people think they want a wife or a girlfriend that's like that. Remember they had a song, "My Girl Got a Girlfriend"?
That's right. It's girlfriends.
Okay.
Unless you T.I., but you saw what happened in that case. They tried to sue him.
Right. And right.
The P Popper. They tried to sue P Popper.
I know what you're talking about, right? And so that went over a lot of people's heads, but I got that.
Yeah. They tried to sue him. See, it brings in stuff like that.
Correct. Correct.
And I guess you keep it spicy, but man, hey,
Yeah.
somebody go get jealous, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people think that's what kind of relationship they want. They want an open relationship. Hey, we'll be okay. We can have people come in and nobody's gonna be jealous. We're not gonna have any problems. It's gonna be more fun, be more spicy. But problems
put-
always.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. to
Well,
cut
go
you
ahead,
off.
go ahead.
Get that damn shit Tim put up here. Read that, Brady.
They say if men don't care if women is bisexual, then women should.
First of all, Tim, they who? They who? Who's they? I don't understand. I don't speak them pronouns. Who's they? They who?
Right. Well, and like I said, that's a good point. Like men say, well, I'm not gonna say men say, but it's okay for women to be bisexual, right? A lot of men say they like that. So should women like bisexual men? Maybe women do like bisexual men. I think if you poll women, they don't want no bisexual men though.
Well, I'm talking about black women. I think I would say most black women do not want a bisexual man. And if
I
you
agree.
understand the risk of it, this is a water bottle, right, Brandon?
Yeah.
If this is a penis and the penis could do this, you see this comes out.
Uh-huh.
That's juice, right?
Uh-huh.
When two women get together, they don't be sharing juices like it won't be juices like this.
Mhm.
But if a man comes and drop this juice in you into a cave and the juice is affected, it's a good chance you'll get something. Women don't drop juices in each other like that. They can, but they don't.
You're right. You're right.
That's how the anatomy works.
You're
And that's
right.
why that's a main reason why they need to know. Now, all heterosexuals can have bad juices too,
Mhm.
but guys like the bust. So most likely they be busting with more people,
You're right.
and guys are easier. And if easier guys, and you like to bust with more people, is a good chance you'll have more.
Yeah.
Bad
And I think
juices.
we did a show about that and how the STD numbers are higher on that side of it. And I think somebody commented from that community, and we kind of had a back and forth, and they kind of understood what we were talking about. It's not from a place of hate; it's just from a place of science and numbers.
Yeah, if you do the research, it's maybe a few years old. The people with the most rate, like number 3, is the black women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got a black males like number 1, Hispanic males number 2,
Mm-hmm.
and number 3 is a black woman.
All right.
You know, so that tells me the black male and the black woman, they getting together a little too much while they flip it.
Right.
You know?
I'm protected. Right.
Yeah. So that's what it tells me. But yeah, that's how you found to check if your man is bisexual. Look for full and long eyelashes
And
thick eyebrows with the cat eyes.
And
And
the final
also-
thing is just ask them about I gotta stop laughing. Oh.
Doing that a lot. That's how you know. And everyone in that picture, and this is not Brandon. This is like when I got those clips, they was like within 3 to 4 days of each other.
Really?
But somehow the guys who came up there who was this lifestyle was
Right. Yeah.
Fred,
Big
be up here. I'm
giveaway.
talking about
And popping. So Lewis,
you know, and majority of those guys been with females too.
Yeah.
One been married,
Right.
you know. So there you go.
Is it something that happens? Yeah. Do people act like it doesn't exist? Because at one point, all men were straight. You know, it was you just didn't want to come out of the closet. But now it's a little bit more open. Not everybody's out, but some people are bi too. You know what?
No, the black community is still plagued about homosexuality.
What you mean?
In
They're
the
not.
males. They're
it's
still
not as
plagued. If you flamboyant, you accept it.
Mhm.
You're okay. But if you a booty warrior, you are
Mhm.
not accepting this community yet. That's why they keep it on the
Okay.
the down low.
So you're not accepted by who? Because I think the flamboyant is accepted, and
Yes.
black women accept that. So why not accept that booty warrior, like you say? Why not
'Cause
accept that?
The booty warrior is not being true for themselves.
Mhm.
You know, they're ashamed of themselves.
Okay.
They're ashamed that they have a sexual or romantic desire with another man, even though they are not flamboyant. They're ashamed.
got you.
A lot of them are ashamed to come out,
I got you.
especially in your hometown, Atlanta, Brandon.
That's not my hometown, but okay. I was gonna throw that in there, but you know, like I said, I've seen a lot of things. I know I kind of know what to look for. Like you say, this breakdown that you had was good because, like I said, it's a lot of gay people, it's a lot of bisexual people, it's a lot of people on a down low doing a lot of stuff, lying to people. So choosing a partner is important, but you also got to know what your partner is into because people into a lot of stuff.
You're right, Brandon. If I had to do an acting role, like you say, moving.
Yeah. Right. If your man can't sit still.
That's right there. All of them was doing that.
Right. They're moving.
Just a little bit. It was just very subtle.
And Kendra G, like, can you stay in frame? Like, you gotta stay in frame. You got a camera in front of you, and the dude he's sitting in the car. He still can't sit still. He drinking, doing all this stuff. So,
and I think that's some of the biology stuff. But boy, I hope we don't get kicked off on this segment. But we didn't say nothing hateful. I love my bisexual man. I love my straight man. I love my gay man.
Right, for sure.
But I don't like the ones who lie to the women.
Right.
So. All right, Brad, I don't got any more.
No, that's about it. We can go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys.
Mr. Taylor, thank you.
Yeah, Taylor, shout out to you as always. Thank you guys for watching. I think we was on Facebook and Instagram. I have to go back and check, but like I said, make sure you guys check out some of our videos on YouTube. That's where our majority of our stuff is. Like I said, we want people to check out our TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. We got a Cash App now, so make sure you send all your money. I was gonna do the Umar thing. I want to get that on my soundboard where you say donations. But like I say, we'll be working on some more of that stuff moving forward. Louis, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Guys, y'all have a good night. Thank you for supporting. Continue to share this out. We have a lot of uploaded videos, especially in the past week. Excellent videos on relationships from a guy point of view. We'll teach you about just women in general.
Yeah.
About the attention they demand. And you can't have a good relationship with a woman if you don't show her some form of the attention that she needs.
Correct.
Unfortunately. But we like showing the attention, though.
We do.
Yeah.
It's a game, but you know, like I say, some of it be too much, some of it's fun. But y'all take care. Have a good night. We'll see y'all around.